Hi y'all, it's Neva from Manic Mama Musings, and it's Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving, and we have got to hit every store in town to find some cranberry sauce and some cornbread stuffing because LJ has looked for a good week and Walmart's been out. So we're gonna finish that up for the meal tomorrow with the family. And I just dropped off Cindy's gift to her daughter. She's beautiful, her daughter is. I don't mean that in a weird way. She's very pretty and seemed very sweet. We only got to meet up. It was funny because, okay, so it's kind of, I was up late. I wasn't sleeping good, and then I was going to try to stay up with the girls, but my head was hurting and they were loud because they were having fun. And so I sat in the room, but even though I wasn't up with them, I couldn't sleep. And so I was up crocheting and stuff. And then on top of it, it's kind of windy and chilly today. And so I had trouble getting myself awake. So it's about 4 minutes late. I feel bad. So I hope she wasn't too stressed about that because she does have a baby. And I know what it's like to have a baby and be waiting on something or somebody. But, so we met up. I gave her Cindy's gift. And, then LJ's, um, had to run in to store for something. Sorry. I'm so sorry. He met up with some friends that he hadn't seen. They all went to school together, and they used to meet up all the time. And then one of them was in Lawton, Oklahoma. I think they moved there. Him and his wife and the kids. And then and they're grown and they're busy and they just don't meet up. And so Leroy was in town to see his mom, and so they all met up for coffee this morning, and he's in a really good mood, and I'm glad he got to see his friends. Um, I'm supposed to go to my friend Marilyn's tonight, but I don't, if it's cold and yucky, I probably won't, and it looks like we might not. It called for snow in some parts of New Mexico. I'm not sure if we're gonna get snow, but it is windy and cold. So yeah, but my girls had a good time last night. The twins, I mean, they're legal 21, so they had some drinks and at the house, all of them. And Rana's fiance, he didn't drink, and so he was driving. And LJ's back.
Hey everyone.
And so but Rana got tipsy, and it's funny because Rana, well, she likes to drink. Like, I mean, she has drank more than the twins, but she was kind of chugging too. That kid, she takes after her mama a little too much sometimes. But yeah, and so I'm not sure how Rana's feeling today. Um, but the twins are still asleep, but they stayed up real late. So yeah, but I'm assuming they told me they had a really good birthday, so it made me happy. I will get back to you guys later on. We have to do the word of the week, so and whatnots. But I do have a Happy Meal video too to make, so that's cool. And still, the offer for Christmas card exchange or postcard exchange or both or whatever still is out there. My email is always linked below, except for I had issues with uploading my second video, my Speaking My Truth. It took forever, so I had to delete it and re-upload it. I don't know what was going on, but I didn't get any of the info in there. It was just, I didn't really have a lot to put in there, but still. Anyway, I will get back to y'all. Bye. Hey, I'm back. There's a little bit, before this that I recorded in the van. Yes, I did. I did. So speaking my truth, and I promised you word of the week. And then, of course, I have the new word of the week. And I have a Native American
Fact.
fact. Yes. Oh, hold on. Fact, real quick, and I chat amongst yourself for a moment. Like Ashley from Stitching It Easy says, chat it amongst yourselves. Have a drink, a shot, some apple cider, some something.
Eggnog.
Okay. I'm making sure that that's the name of that song, is it?
What? Oh, Roses Outcast.
Yeah, there we go. Is that the name of it? Is okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is Roses or
Yeah,
I don't know.
click
Let's
on
see.
that right there. Yeah, see.
Okay.
This is like parentheses boo boo. No, it's
Okay, got it.
Okay.
All right. I'm back. Did you have a nice little chat? What'd you talk about? Good. I hope it was very entertaining watching me try to find something. I'm back. What do you have in your cup? I have the cinnamon sugar cookie. I like this cup, but I have the cinnamon sugar cookie that Cindy from Pups and Crochet sent me. And I'm going to let y'all know I have vanilla creamer in here. If y'all haven't tried this kind, you need to. It's delicious. It's delicioso. And tomorrow morning, because I'm sure my honey will be awake before me, although we have to be in Texas pretty early. We're having Thanksgiving brunch, really, because we have to be there. We're eating at 12 o'clock Texas time, which is 11 o'clock our time, but that's when my niece's son will be at her house, and then he'll be going to his dad's, and so hopefully my honey will put pumpkin spice creamer in here, and I'll let you know what it tastes like with that too. But imagine, it'll probably taste like a pumpkin spice with extra cinnamon cookie. And coffee, because, it is coffee. Okay. And I'm drinking my water because I feel dehydrated. So, took care of that. I told you I'd tell you what it tasted like, and it's yummo. So if y'all like that, if y'all like cinnamon, get it, because it's got a good cinnamon taste to it. Alrighty then, let's get on. Okay, so our Native American fact for today is Sierra Teller Ornelas. I'm gonna say Ornelas. Ornelas, probably Ornelas. A Navajo Nation tribal member, is a showrunner, screenwriter, filmmaker, and weaver. She is the co-creator of the comedy series Rutherford Falls. Go look, I never watched that show before. And the first Native American to run a TV comedy. I don't know what channel Rutherford Falls is. To be honest, I've never heard of it. I don't watch regular TV, so now I've got to go look for it. Our word of the week last week was cherophobia. Would you like me to tell you everybody's sentences, because there was some funny. I'm really enjoying this. Please let me know if you're enjoying the word of the week, because I get such a good giggle. LJ's not read all these, so he might laugh out loud.
Can I comment one?
Sure, go for it. You know what it means, but
I cannot sit. I have cherophobia. How's that for Captain Obvious?
That was a good one, Captain Obvious.
Thank you.
Cherophobia is the fear of Cheerio cereal. Okay, this is Mimi Cat Do. Cherophobia is the fear of Cheerio cereal. Too many to choose from. It scares the O's out of me. So the doctor said it was my cherophobia.
That's a good one.
I like that. Scared the O's out of me. Okay, Ashley from Stitching Ain't Easy. She says, I'm not from Germany, but I feel like I could appreciate the Belsnickel. Oh, that was the week before. That sounds like a fun tradition. It does. I don't know if I want to give out. You know what? I could just go buy Dollar Tree gifts. Dress up like an old crotchety lady, because I'm already old and crotchety, and hand out toys. But throw them at them. Like, don't hurt them. But you just throw them at them. How fun would that be? Okay, so today's word, though, this last week's was, not the week before. This last week was, my cousin doesn't eat cherry pie because she has a bad case of cherophobia. Okay, Cynthia's Crochet and Mormay. My cherophobia doesn't happen unless I take a break from crochet. I think that she knows what the meaning is. Mrs. Ray says Cherophobia. That's how she would pronounce it. Cherophobia. I love her music though.
I was waiting
Afraid
for
of Cher, but you love her music. That makes sense.
I was waiting for someone to say that one.
I don't think she ages, so I'm
Clever.
a little afraid of her too. Then Crochet Life and Stuff with Deborah. The host brought out a huge cherry pie, but my cherophobia caused me to destroy it with a folding chair. And then I have to read the rest because it's funny. If y'all haven't watched her, she has such a presence. I don't know how to explain it. Like, okay, picture it. Wrestling ring 1982, the championship match. The reigning champ attacked the challenger with a cherry pie. The challenger grabbed the folding chair and wrapped the pie right out of his hands. The pie landed on Gordon Soley, who went on announcing as if nothing happened except for the occasional yum noise. Whoa, 1980s flashback.
I love it. Wow.
She's got an imagination, y'all. Sarah says, I wonder what kind of chair would trigger cherophobia. Me too. That'd have to be you know what? There was a chair in that place, Bullet Bob's, that we go to sometimes, that was supposedly haunted. Okay, they said it was, which it might have been. Long story, I'll tell you about it sometime. But it was kind of scary because at the top of it were these lions. Like they had lion heads, but then they had breasts. Like they were little knobs that was kind of scary. Oh,
literally, yeah. Bless you, bless you.
One more, I think. Okay, I'm good.
Stare into the light.
That's the one from earlier that didn't come out. Remember, I needed to sneeze. Okay. Frozen Stone says, my cherophobia had me running from the football game. Cherophobia. Well, that's not why I'd run from a football game. I don't do
sports ball.
I was gonna say I don't do balls, but that was not the words I was looking for. I do ball games usually, unless I know someone that's playing. So let's go on before I say something wrong. Breakfast became a real nightmare for me when I developed cheeriophobia. That was Yarn and Pajamas, and that's a good one, especially if you like to eat Cheerios, which I do. Still no pumpkin spice, but that's beside the point. Okay, Darla said, I got a bad case of cherophobia. Hope you feel better. I think she knows the meaning too. Wendy says, my cherophobia is hitting hard this month. I think she knows the real one too. So, would you like to know the actual definition? I'm sure you would.
After hearing all these, no.
I know, because why not make up? I mean, why? We could make up words and make up meaning for words. Why not? It's our world. And if it makes us happy, I think we should do it. But cherophobia is a phobia where a person has an irrational aversion to being happy. The term comes from the Greek word chero, which means to rejoice. When a person experiences cherophobia, they're often afraid to participate in activities that many would characterize as fun or of being happy. My problem is that what most people think are fun or induce happiness, I don't always think they are, but okay, there's probably something for that too. Okay.
It's kind of I was gonna say, this kind of reminds me of the game Cards Against Humanity, where there was a card that said swooping, and if you look it up by Googling it, it says Googling a word to find out what it means during Cards Against Humanity. I was like, wow.
So sorry, y'all. I still got the sniffles. Like, I'm still fine. I just got the sniffles. It needs to rain, snow. We need moisture. I don't care what kind right about now. Everything is very, very dry here. Okay, so your homework for this week, because we just give homework once a week. Every once in a while I might, who knows, later on throw in some homework throughout the week, but as of right now you only have homework once a week, and that is to make a sentence down below with the word izzat. Izzat. That's how it's pronounced. Izzat. Yeah, izzat. But it is spelled Izzat. Okay? And I will give the definition next week and read your definitions, but yes, izzat. And I'll put the spelling down below. So there's your word of the week and your homework for the week. Our word of the day, because I discussed this in, was it the Happy Meal video? Because somehow, oh yeah, because I got on about smells, and now this song is stuck in my head, is Outcast Roses. I put the whole song out there in the name, but it's called Roses. If you've never listened to it and you're okay with hip hop music, then watch it, because I love the song. I'm one of these people. I have a friend that is very impressed by what is bought for her, and that's who she is. It's fine. But I was never one that if you bought me a dozen roses, I'm gonna be mad at you that you spent that much money and killed some roses. Like, I mean, I realize they're gonna get cut anyway. But my thing is if you cut me a rose from a rose bush, that's sweet. Spend what it costs for a dozen roses that are just gonna die. The petals are gonna fall off. No, that's horrible. That is awful. Give me a living plant. Cut me one little rose off of a bush. Ask for permission if you don't have your own rose bush, but you know what I'm saying. But to spend, that's not me. I do love flowers. They are beautiful, but I would rather see them growing. I don't want you to spend that much money for me to watch them just shrivel up and fade away. So, it's just not my thing. And so that song just really my mom, this is my speaking my truth, so we'll just go with that. Because I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just pointing out, like, my mom hated to get flowers from my dad. One of my sisters would bring her flowers for the holidays, and she hated them. Not for the same reason I did. And she still thought they were beautiful, but she didn't like getting bouquets of flowers, because when my daddy bought her flowers, it was because he had done something wrong. Usually he had been very, very, very awful mean to her, if you understand what I'm saying. And so it had a psychological effect on her, where when she got flowers, she didn't want to get flowers. And I could understand that. Me, I had another reason. I was like, that's a lot of money for something that's just I'm gonna sit there and watch petals fall off. Like, we're gonna spend that much money. Let it be a vacuum or a blender or something I can use. I'm a practical person. Or yarn.
Even a lava lamp.
Let it be yarn. Bring me a yarn bouquet that costs that much money, and I will not complain about the price that you spent on it. But if you're going to bring me some flowers that I can't make anything into, yeah. I still have my daughter, the roses that my daughter brought me from her job when she worked at the florist. But she got them for flea. That's not, she didn't trade fleas for them. She got them for free, because her boss was going to have to throw them away anyway. They were made up for Valentine's Day or something, and they were extras. And so she brought them home. So the way I looked at it was, she rescued them. I got to enjoy their beauty until they died, because she didn't have to spend money on them. And I still made use of them. They are now my dead rose bouquet that you saw me making during Crochet-tober, and I have that bouquet still. It will stay here until it probably deteriorates into dust. So I made something out of it, but I don't want you spending that much money for me to make a dried rose bouquet. Don't do that. Like, I don't like dried roses that much to spend. You get the idea. Now that we have discussed that my daughter does not trade fleas for things, that would be a whole nother meaning to a flea market. Yeah. I already told you, always go watch the people I mentioned, but I would like to tell you that Trisha from Trisha's Treasures, I will link her below. She has made a video. She is back. I link her below. And if you guys have not watched Terry from Nana's Creations, is it? I'm sorry, Terry. I know your first name, and unfortunately, the name of your channel escapes me every time. You know what? Let's do this. So, if you have not watched Terry, yes, Nana's Crochet Ideas. That's it. Creations. Where did that come from? Nana's Crochet Ideas. Terry and Lottie from Enjoying the Journey, Cancer as a Lifestyle. If you've not watched their lives, I finally caught one today. Oh my gosh, y'all, they're hilarious. They are so much fun. I did not get to do it all the way through because I had to make pies for tomorrow. But I'm going to link. I think it's like they left it there. I'll look for the link. I mean, both their channels are great, so you should check them out. And I'll link them. But yes, their live is, oh, it had me giggling, and they're just funny together. It brought some cheer to me. Not that I was feeling low, but it just made me giggle. And I do not join in on a lot of lives because a lot of times there's too much, I don't know, too much going on. But Trisha and I have discussed doing a live together, and me and Karen Pruden have discussed doing one together. And LJ and I, well, we could do one together, but we wouldn't have to use StreamYard. He could just join in on something, make a big old party or something. But so I think that's all. I will link those people below. I've got to try to remember because I do forget. I did have someone remind me one day because I did forget somebody. So if I do ever forget to link somebody below, please remind me because I hate to leave people out. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving here in the United States. I am going to try to do at least a little video for everybody and maybe some Thanksgiving jokes if I'll put them somewhere in there. The twins are riding with us, so I probably won't record on the way because they kind of make fun of me and we don't want all that. So I love y'all. LJ is home tonight, so that's a good thing. I don't know what I was about to say. Have a good night. Have a wonderful day. If you're here in the United States and you celebrate Thanksgiving, have a wonderful holiday. We are going to my niece's house in Texas and have Thanksgiving meal with them early. And then Friday, we are going to celebrate Native American Heritage Day because that was our original plans till we got invited for Thanksgiving. We were just going to do Friday. And for Friday, my daughter's making chili Colorado. I'm making fry bread. I'm pretty sure if I'm feeling up to it. And I'm making homemade cranberry sauce. I think one of the twins is making a churro cheesecake, which I can't wait to taste that. So that should be a nice, we were going to do corn, but we're doing corn for Thanksgiving, so probably corn will be out. Oh, and sweet potatoes, because we love sweet potatoes, and mashed potatoes. So have a good night, y'all.